In the year 1609, deep in the mountains of Veracruz, Mexico, a warrior king prepared for battle. His name was Gaspar Yanga, and he was no ordinary man. Born a prince in what is now Nigeria, Yanga had been captured, enslaved, and shipped across the Atlantic. But on this day, he would make history. Leading an army of escaped slaves, Yanga launched the first successful slave revolt in the Americas. For years, his rebels fought the Spanish colonial forces, using guerrilla tactics learned in the jungles of West Africa. In 1618, the Spanish government did something unprecedented. They signed a peace treaty with Yanga, recognizing his free black town of San Lorenzo de los Negros. This was the first time a colonial power acknowledged the autonomy of formerly enslaved Africans. Yet today, Yanga's name is barely remembered. How did a Nigerian prince become the architect of freedom in the New World? And why was his story erased? Our journey begins in the ancient kingdom of the Edo people, where a young prince named Yanga grew up learning the art of war and governance. Captured by slave traders in his 20s, Yanga was transported to Mexico, where the Spanish forced him to work in the sugar plantations. But Yanga never forgot his royal blood. In 1570, he escaped into the mountains, gathering a community of runaway slaves. For decades, they built a hidden society, farming the land and raiding plantations to free others. When the Spanish finally sent troops to crush Yanga's rebellion in 1609, they expected an easy victory. Instead, they faced a disciplined army fighting for their lives. Yanga's forces ambushed the Spanish in the dense forest, using tactics reminiscent of West African warfare. After years of stalemate, the Spanish agreed to negotiate. The 1618 treaty granted Yanga's people their freedom and land, a staggering concession in an era when slavery was the norm. San Lorenzo de los Negros thrived for generations, a beacon of black autonomy in the colonial world. Yet history books reduced Yanga to a footnote, crediting later revolts like Haiti's as the first. Even in Mexico, his story was marginalized until the 20th century. Today, the town he founded bears his name, Yanga, Veracruz, and a statue stands in his honor. But the full truth of his Nigerian roots and military genius remains overlooked. Gaspar Yanga was more than a rebel, he was a visionary who proved that enslaved people could demand and win their freedom. His legacy echoes in every struggle for black liberation, from Haiti to the civil rights movement. This is the story of the prince who became a legend, and the revolt that changed the Americas forever.